Hi friends, I finally have my Cyborg Choir palette from Adept, so we're going to do some swatches, put it on my eyes, and I'm going to give you my first impressions. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is KARENHARRIS. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. I love indie palettes, just makeup in general, so if that sounds good to you, highly recommend subscribing, turning on that bell so you're notified every time I post, and without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay, so today is going to be a busy day. I thought I would play with my Adept Cyborg Choir palette and also give you guys some updates. So let's start off with the palette. I did pick this up with my own money when it launched and I'm so pumped. Okay, so it looks like this palette is currently sold out on the Adept website. It does retail for $79 and I bought this one with my own money. So the palette is $79 and shipping is $9.50. And then there's also additional insurance, which is $1.50. And Adept does send out 20% off coupons from time to time in your email if you're signed up for their email list. So I did use the coupon and in the end I paid $74.20 for this palette. Now I am an Adept affiliate. I have been for quite some time and I decided to use my 20% off instead because it's a better deal. So there's that on that. And then as far as the palette goes, it's swatched very promisingly. I'm so excited to put this on my eyes. I feel like with talking to you guys, we've kind of collectively decided that Adept has kind of two formulas. One is this very creamy metallic formula, and then the other one is a bit of a drier formula. So for me, Sumerian Sunsets, the Heather Austin palette, those are like the creamy formula. And then the last palette, Flying Fiddles, reminds me more of that drier formula. The Cyborg Choir palette definitely has some really fun like holo chrome shades in it, like Binary Beats, Android Aura, and then there's these like very creamy feeling shadows like Digital Harmony, and yeah, just some different shades in here. So I'm very excited to see how this palette performs on my eyes. So I hope you guys enjoyed the swatches and the close-ups. I do have a majority of my makeup on, so I'm ready for an eye look. I was thinking in my head, like, what kind of look am I gonna do? Because I've seen quite a few people use the yellow shade. So I think I might just do kind of a simple purpley look. Let's see how it goes. I'm gonna start off with the shade Robotic Fusion, which is this lilac-y shade. And I'm just gonna put that on the inner part of the crease and blend it. This look is gonna be pretty simple and I just thought that I would film an update. I'm not really sure when I'm going to post this video, but I just want to let you guys know that when you're seeing this, either I'm on my way to New Orleans or it's coming up soon. But I talked about it in my new makeup releases and I was a little bit surprised at how many people were surprised that I had mentioned that I was going on the next Creator and Friends event. But yeah, how fun is that? I've been talking about it, I feel like, ever since I decided to go, because I've been telling you guys that I've been trying so hard to save all of my YouTube money for the trip, and I paid for my flight with my YouTube money. So I was really proud of myself because I'm definitely one of those people that's not in the position to give anybody financial advice. I'm terrible when it comes to saving, so I felt pretty proud of myself, but I was definitely one of those people, since I didn't really have a goal or anywhere to go in the last couple of years, I would just spend all of my YouTube money on buying more makeup. So I'm taking Synthetic Soundwave, which is this deeper purpley shade, and I'm going to put that on the outer corner. So anyway, I was totally one of those people. I mean, I still kind of am, I'm not going to lie, but I have tried really hard to be a little bit more conscious of what I'm putting my money towards, but I definitely buckled down the last year and tried to be a little bit more conservative. So I did get invited to go to the very first Creator and Friends trip in Charleston, and I was so excited. I was definitely planning to go. I had, you know, had my first child, and, you know, I thought we were in a good spot. We'd kind of gotten it all down, and I had, you know, had toxic shock a while before that. Anyway, all excited, and right when the Charleston thing had kind of really started to come into fruition, I ended up finding out I was pregnant unexpectedly. And there's videos on my channel about this, but if you're new to my channel, maybe you don't know this whole story. But anyways, we did the math, me and my friends, and they're like, oh my gosh, you're due around the time that we're going to be in Charleston. And I'm like, devastated, obviously excited in retrospect, but at the time I was just like so ready to see my friends and all the things. And so really I was kind of sad that I was missing out, but it all worked out as it should. And then they did a holiday party, which I would have also loved to go to, but this was before we knew that my parents were going to end up being here. And so I had to pass up on the holiday party too, which was in Vegas. But now, you know, things have gotten a little bit different. My second child is almost a year old, so I'm feeling a little bit more confident about being away. I think I'm going to take the shade, oh gosh, I think I'm going to use Digital Harmony on the lid. It's like this really cool, like purpley blue shifting shadow. So let's see if it'll pick up on this Unearthly brush. But anyway, I missed out on the Christmas party, and I've also missed out on so many trips that friends have planned just, you know, on their own to meet up. And so this is like the first time I'm going to see my friend Angie, who I haven't seen in forever, see my friend Samantha March, Makeup Just for Fun, Amy Loves Makeup. I have met those gals previously. Molly, I'm going to get to see Molly, who I knew of the first time I met her in person, but now we're like actual friends, like outside of YouTube and stuff. So it's going to be so fun to see her. So there's a big group of creators going, and basically the whole thing was started by Samantha March and Simbri, and they have like a Instagram page and stuff. So anyway, all that aside, there's a lot of creators that are going that I have met before, and so many new ones that I've followed for years and years and years, and I'm gonna get to meet in person, which is so wild. This eyeshadow is so pretty. I'm like, should I take this palette to New Orleans, or is it too soon to invest all of my eggs into this purple basket? Anyway, so yeah, I'm so pumped because I get to go, and the trip is next week, so it's really coming up. I've been trying to get my stuff together. I really need to film like a Sephora video because the Sephora sale starts the day I get back. So I want to be like, have something ready to go up because you guys know I love the Sephora sale. There's so many good things coming out just in time for the sale. The new Rare Beauty blushes, like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, I need those. I so need those. So yeah, so many fun things happening in the next couple of days in my life. And yeah, I had just mentioned in a new makeup releases video that I was going to be at Creator and Friends, and some of you were surprised. I was like, oh, I thought I had talked about it like to the point where you guys were probably like, okay, Karen, we get it, you're excited. But you know, that's the thing about the internet. You can never say the same things enough times because there's always going to be somebody that's like, oh, that's a new piece of information. So yeah, that's where I'll be next week, and I'm so pumped. And this palette has been lovely so far, so I'm excited about that. I did add a little bit of the shade 77 on the outer corner just to like make it even more like contrasty. That's like this blue shade. But this is a pretty simple look. I was gonna do something really with this palette, but it took so long to get to me, and then I have been trying so hard to get all this other stuff I need to do behind the scenes done, like just outfits and organizing myself. So I haven't been playing with makeup as much, but oh, I love that so much. Okay, so for blush, I'm just going to use a new favorite of mine. I'm going to mention this in my Sephora video. It's the Haus Labs blush in Fire Moon. I've been loving this shade. I mean, it just works with my skin tone. So yeah, my plan is to take this to New Orleans with me. And I'm going to pick up another shade of this during the Sephora sale because it's so pretty. I'm going to just use this Christian Dior highlighter that literally looks like I've never used it. Probably because I thought the imprint was so cute. Ooh, they have so many of these at Sephora now. This is the shade Nude Riviera. And then I'm just going to use the e.l.f. lip liner. Don't need a ton. And then I just wanted to try out the Milk lip oils. I bought these, but haven't been using them as much as I thought I would. And this is the one called Chocolate, I think. Chocolate Cake. I had this terrible cold last week, so my lips are like so chapped. It's kind of wild. It has the lightest tint, so that's why I wanted a lip liner, just to give it some color. And then I just pulled this out literally the other day. It's the one size, so hard to open. Oh my gosh. One size On Till Dawn mattifying waterproof setting spray. So I'm going to spray this on my face, and then I'm going to do a mascara, and I'll be right back to show you guys the finished look. This makes my makeup look so flawless. Like, it's actually kind of wild how beautifully that sets your makeup, isn't it? Okay, friends, so here is the finished look. What do you guys think? Definitely let me know down in the comments. Okay, so this video was just supposed to contain one look with Cyborg Choir, but I decided that I was going to film a second look since I have to do my makeup anyway. So let's go ahead and see what I can come up with. I really want to play with the blue and yellow maybe. I just love blue and yellow together. So let's see if I can make something come together. Okay, so I'm going to grab a new one of my Unearthly UC8-3 brushes and go into the shade 77, which is like the navy blue shade. Kind of want to do like a faux wing look. Create like a V shape on the outer corner with that brush. And I just got my eyebrows done fresh for New Orleans. See, this is why I hate when I get my brows done, because I'm like so intense about filling up that space. Okay, so for the yellow, I'm going in with this kind of bigger Sydney Grace brush, and the shade is called 7. It's like a pastel yellow. I'm really not expecting it to show up on me, but we're gonna try. This is such a pretty like Easter kind of yellow shade. I guess you can kind of see it on camera, but okay, so I'm just gonna put it right there. It looks messy, but I think once I put the shimmers on, it'll work out. So let's go ahead and figure out what shade I want to use on my lid. This holo-y shade called Pixelated Pulse looks really pretty. It's like a blue with tons of rainbow sparkle in it. So I'm just going to grab a flat brush, pick it up on there. I can't believe how long this Benefit, oh my god, this Benefit setting spray has lasted me. It's just a little like free sample I got in a Sephora order. This shade is absolutely stunning. I'm just gonna bring the blue in. I think that I was hoping that the yellow would pop, but I think I'm just gonna bring the blue into the crease. And I'm just gonna stop the shimmer right by the inner corner because I want to try the shimmery yellow shade. But that blue is so pretty. Holy smokes. There is a ton of fallout on my face. So if you want to do your eyeshadow first, you can. I usually put some foundation on before I start filming because I want to look like I have some makeup on when I start off my videos. So now I'm going to go into the shade Cyber Symphony, which is the yellow shimmery shade. I'm going to, oh god, I like really dug in with that brush. So I'm going to give it a nice spray and I'm just going to pop that right here. Some of these shadows remind me of their like highlighter palettes. They're almost like a creamy powdery formula, but kind of love how that turned out. It's kind of like very spacey on my eyes. I feel like I have Starry Night going on, you know? Okay, so let's go ahead and line the waterline and finish up this look. Oh my gosh, I haven't used this Pacifica in a long time. Actually, I always use the mint shade, but this blue is so pretty. Oh my god, how pretty is that? This is a Pacifica eye pencil that they sent me in the shade, I don't know, but it's pretty. Okay, so I'm going to take my Game Beauty pencil brush, the EO9, and I'm just going to run that blue shade 77 really close to the lower lash line and blend it into the outer corner as well. And then I'm going to take that same brush and go into the yellow shade called 7. And I'm going to see if I can just... I think I need to give up on this shade. 7 is not showing up on me the way I would want. I mean, I guess I could try it with like a white base, but I honestly don't have the time for that right now. So there it is. Look is done. It's looking very futuristic in my opinion. So I'm going to clean off the lower lash line, put on some mascara, find a lip shade, and I will be right back to show you guys the finished look. Okay, friends, so here is the finished look. What do you guys think? Let me know. Okay, so if you're wondering about this lip shade, it is from Smashbox. They sent it to me. It is called Always On Liquid Lipstick in Rouge A. So it's a red shade, and I'm doing the most today with this red lip and this very colorful eye look. I will say I'm not sure how I feel about this particular lipstick formula. It was very liquidy, so I had to layer it up, and I feel like I botched the application just a little bit, and I feel like my lips are dry. It's not like making my lips feel super dry, but I feel like every line on my lips is like emphasized. So I don't know how much I love that for me, but it's just my first time trying it. So we will see. But the rest of my face, I'm wearing my Makeup Forever foundations mixed together. I also have on my Makeup Forever concealer. I'm wearing my favorite like blush highlighter bronzer combo. So I'm wearing caramel. I'm wearing the House Labs blush and a Dior highlighter. So just some of my Sephora favorites because I'm going to film my Sephora favorites and recommendations video for the sale. But let's go ahead and talk about this palette really quickly. So I was able to do 2 looks and I've used quite a few of the shades. I will say this yellow shade for me is a bit of a dud. I was really hoping to be able to get some pigmentation out of it, and I know pastels are tough, but I've definitely used pastels from other brands that will at least show up on me. I just feel like this one did not have that much pigmentation. The yellow shimmer though is beautiful. I love how it looks. This is a really fun palette. I definitely see myself pulling this out this weekend over Easter to try out as well. So we'll see if I actually get to do my makeup or not, but if I do, I feel like I will definitely go looking for this palette. So like I mentioned when I was swatching this, I feel like we have a few different formulas in the palette as far as the shimmers go. We have like those beautiful holographic eyeshadows that have those fun rainbow sparkles in them. We also have kind of a creamy formula that really works well once you wet it. I don't know if I want to call it a cream to powder because I'm not exactly sure if it is. It definitely swatched, when I touched it, it felt like wet and kind of putty like, but I didn't touch it after that. But I did feel like once you put it on, it really stays put. So gorgeous shadows. Oh my goodness. This is the Adept eyeshadow formula that I love. The mattes are a little bit dry, but they blend beautifully. I really like the first look. I did the purpley look, so I had a lot of fun playing with this palette. Dare I say it was worth all the money I spent on it. So I will definitely keep playing with this and keep you guys updated in my monthly eyeshadow palette ranking video. But I hope you enjoyed these two looks, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really sure when I will be back to filming, but hopefully I'm gonna take the week off and this weekend off. So I hope you guys have a wonderful Easter break, and if you're not celebrating, that's totally cool too. I mean, any holiday that requires chocolate bunnies to be consumed, I'm here for, not mad about it. So, and also brunch. I love a good brunch. So, hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. I will see you in another video probably in a week or two. So, bye for now.